Hello, welcome back to our learning of Shmiras HaLashon. We are on day 28, Points to Ponder. Now we're at the point in the book where we're getting into the laws of speaking Lashon Hara, and the Chafetz Chaim actually dispels a few myths in this part, if you will. First of all, he says that he first starts off by painting a scenario. He says, imagine you're sitting at a wedding and you're at a table with a bunch of people and they start speaking about someone. They start bashing someone frivolously, just talking about someone for the sake of talking about them. No purpose. And then they turn to you and they say, wait, Debbie, didn't you go to high school with him? Was he always this way? Now you're left in a little bit of a dilemma, because if you don't answer, you look like a goody-good. I've heard people say this to me many times. They say, I feel embarrassed not joining along when I'm at a meal with people talking because I don't want to look like I'm holier than now. And then we start to even rationalize it. If I look holier than now, I'm going to make them all feel bad. Like I'm the rabbi of the group. I'm looking down on them. The Chafetz Chaim says that it is better. It says in the Torah, it is better to be considered a fool your entire life than to have God think of you as a rasha, a wicked person, for even a moment. And he says, every time that you refrain from Lashon Hara, the reward that you are getting at that moment, when it's hard for you to refrain, he says, is greater. Here merits a hidden light that no angel or earthly creature can fathom. So he said, take that into consideration when you're feeling a little bit awkward and uncomfortable and you don't want to be the goody-good who doesn't speak or who actually tries to stop the speaking of Lashon Hara, because you are doing something so great for yourself, for this world and the next. Now he goes into a few things that people generally think is okay and it's not, and we mentioned some of them earlier. But he says that you can even speak, it's Lashon Hara, even if it's through writing, so even through text message. I definitely get that question. Let's say I don't speak Lashon Hara, I just type it. Typing is still considered Lashon Hara, and even your facial expressions can be Lashon Hara, right? If somebody mentions someone's name and you roll your eyes, you look at them and you start laughing and roll your eyes, you didn't directly say, oh, she's so annoying or I dislike her, but it's understood. Or, you make a snort with your nose, that can also be Lashon Hara. And interestingly, even if you include yourself in the Lashon Hara, and this one I think is a big misconception people have, it's still Lashon Hara. So let's say you say, you know what? Me and my friend we're both we're not smart. We were so bad in high school. Me and Jenny, Jenny could not get a single grade over 70, but neither could I, so it's okay. I'm sticking myself into this comment. Even if you stick yourself into it, or me and my sister are so slow at cleaning up. We both live in such a mess. Our homes are such a mess, me and my sister. So you think, no, it's okay. I said it about myself too. And I hear that all the time. I'm not speaking Lashon Hara. I said I'm also a slob. No. Even if you stick yourself into the narrative, that doesn't take away the fact that you just spoke about somebody else, embarrassed somebody else, and that is still considered Lashon Hara. So it's important to note that this type of Lashon Hara is forbidden, even if the reputation of the speaker is also damaged. Including oneself in a derogatory remark does not then make it permissible, because you're still speaking about somebody else. Have a great day, and I look forward to continue our learning about the laws of Lashon Hara.